Each September, 500,000 children begin the most important year of school so far. Year 7. CBBC have rigged this secondary school with loads of cameras, so you can see exactly what happens as they make new friends and get into trouble.
If you wish to find out how strict I can be, then break the rules I set down.
I'm not spotting makeup there, am I?
But what they learn here will stay with them forever.
Hello there, I'm Mr. Thorburn, and I'm a science teacher here.
If you've ever wondered what secondary school's like, here's your chance to find out. This is our school.
How can you do that?
In the move up from primary to secondary, one of the biggest things on everyone's mind is making new friends. Today on our school, we meet Luca, Connor and Ben, and they're all keen to make a good first impression.
If I had to pick 3 words to describe me, I would pick kind, friendly and hardworking. That's 4 words, isn't it?
I think my new schoolmates will think I'm quite funny.
I think my new schoolmates will think of me as a bit crazy.
The boys are all looking forward to trying out exciting new subjects.
The woodwork thing.
Do they even do that anymore? I thought that was Victorian years.
And they've all got great ambitions.
When I grow up, I would like to be either an engineer or a technician.
When I'm older, I want to be a footballer, but if I don't make it as a footballer, I want to be a games designer.
I've always wanted to be a pilot, but then I would have to get around my fear of heights. I don't have a clue where everything is.
It's the last day of the summer holidays and everyone's busy preparing for tomorrow.
I'm not sure how to get to the bus stop, and then if I get to the bus stop and realise I've forgotten something, that'll just be it over.
Connor and Ben will be taking the bus, but Luca's mum is a bit, well, overprotective.
It's only in the past few months that she's been letting me take the dog out for a walk.
Even then, it's only down to the end of the road and back. So she's decided to drive him into school herself.
I won't embarrass you by coming in and being in front of loads of your new school friends.
You will.
I won't, I'll just drop you off.
You will.
I just want to make sure that you're okay.
No, I want to go by myself.
Well, I don't think so. I'll have to think about it, but at this moment in time, I want to make sure that you're there okay.
Being 11 feels quite good because now I'm getting on the bus by myself. So I feel quite grown up.
You put a bit of gel on your hair to keep it tough.
Luca's looking spotless. A quick photo before it's off to school in Mum's car.
Like I said at breakfast, can you not embarrass me?
Just because you're going to senior school doesn't mean you can't give your mum a kiss, you know.
Oh, but it's the first day. I don't want to be embarrassed.
You don't want to be embarrassed, all right, I know.
All the other kids have made it in by bus on their own. But Luca still has Mum in tow.
It was really embarrassing, the fact that she came out the car with me, she walked to the front and then tried to hug me about 10 times and wouldn't let go of me.
It's the worst thing that could possibly happen on the first day. Getting hugged and dropped off by your mum. If any mums are watching this, don't do it.
Right, next one.
It's important to get to know each other as quickly as possible. And Mr. Dunn, the music teacher, has a variety of games up his sleeve to help break down any barriers.
Are you ready? Thank you very much. Okay, those people are going, shh. You're just holding things up. I think music's a good subject for the Year 7s when they first come in. It's a universal language, music, and everyone's got their own tastes and their own likes of music. So instantly they've got that spark where they can talk to people they've never met before and talk about their favourite bands, and that's one of the activities I did. Take a pen. You need to find people who can answer or match those statements. Off you go, please.
This game is called Human Bingo, where everyone has to race round asking random questions.
Do you like Little Mix?
Do you like Katy Perry?
Do you like Little Mix?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Do you like spicy foods?
What's your name? Okay. Do you like The Wanted? What? Do you like Little Mix?
Do you watch X Factor? Do you have a sister?
Yes.
Do you like One Direction?
Yes, I do.
Right. Thank you very much, CJ. Seats, please. Some activities I like to use is, I use the bungalow song, which was great. Okay, it's very fun, and the idea is they get to learn people's names. You have to pick certain people out amongst the circle, and we do some silly dances.
Mr. Dunn's first victim is a rather worried-looking Ben.
So this is what happens. I go, hey, Ben, all right, and then Ben goes, hey, what? All right, and you can point as well. Let's point. So I go, hey, Ben.
Hey, what?
Hey, Ben.
Hey, what?
Fantastic, well done, Ben. And then we all sing, let me see your bungalow, let me see your bungalow. We're dancing, all right? Ben then says this, he goes, my hands are high, my feet are low, and this is how I bungalow. And while he says that, he does a little dance. So his hands are high, his hands are low, and this is how he bungalows.
I'm a very nervous person, but I like to try lots of things to see if I can stop being a nervous person.
Bungalow, bang, bungalow, bungalow, bang, bungalow. Hey, Ben.
Hey, what?
Hey, Ben.
Hey, what?
Let me see your bungalow, let me see your bungalow.
My hands are high, my feet are low, and this is how I bungalow.
His hands are high, his feet are low, and this is how he bungalows. Stop there, excellent.
If there is one, I would quite like to do a music club. The music at my primary school, it was like little drums and cymbals and things. I don't want to do them, I want to do like trumpets and saxophones and things. I have a lot of air. I can always talk for a very long time.
Ben lives with his mum and dad, little brother and sister, and the family dog Jensen. Over the summer holidays, the thought of making new friends at secondary school has been weighing heavily on Ben's mind.
Don't laugh, but I've kind of forgot how to make friends, because no one's joined my old class for ages, like primary class. So, like, I've always been friends with those people around.
One of those friends is Luca. They've been in the same class throughout primary school, so he knows him pretty well.
He tries to be funny, but really he's not. Sorry. But he always thinks he's funny, because I laugh, but I'm like a laughaholic, I laugh at anything.
Is that even a word, a laughaholic?
A chocoholic is. My tactic is, if Luca makes a friend, that's when I'll go and talk to him. If he doesn't, I'll just walk around with him following me.
That's not going to happen, though. Luca's already made loads of new friends, including Connor, who he sits next to in tutor group, drama, science, lunch, and French, which is a difficult subject when the teacher refuses to speak a word of English.
Quack, quack, quack. OK, Luca.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
What was it? Pourquoi?
Pourquoi je suis de bonne humeur?
Encore. Non, un petit problème, OK? Comment dit-on, Connor?
That's Paki.
Paki. Est-ce que c'est correct? Non, ce n'est pas correct. Non, ce n'est pas correct. OK, Luca, tu commences.
Quack, quack.
Pourquoi? Oui, c'est mieux. OK, Luca, écoute-moi. Pourquoi?
How do you say it?
Pourquoi?
Quack.
Pourquoi?
Quack.
Excellent.
Oh, pourquoi? Parce que je suis de bonne humeur.
De bonne humeur. Excellent.
There in the end.
Merci à nos volontaires.
Luca's new buddy Connor lives with his mum and is a keen sportsman.
Come on, Kenneth, get them legs up.
But he has an overriding passion for one sport in particular.
I love football. It's like my favourite hobby. I'm mad about it, and I play in a Sunday league. My idols are Steven Gerrard, because he's the captain and he always cheers his team up, and he's inspired me to play football, and I've always wanted to be like him.
Ow! Getting into the football team is a big deal for Connor. And today, over 40 Year 7 boys have turned up to take part in the trials. Connor is keen to impress, but can he kick it? Things certainly look like they're heading in the right direction. Luca is also keen on footy, but the long lunch queue has made him late. Let's hope it's not scuppered his chances. He's got a lot of catching up to do in difficult conditions.
It was wet, so the ball was slipping. Hate playing in the rain. When it's sunny, like I could run a long pitch faster than Connor.
Right, jogging as fast as you can.
Connor and Luca have tried their hardest to impress Mr. Plows and Mr. Braithwaite at the trials. But have they done enough to make the team?
I think Connor Jinks is going to be an interesting one. I thought he looked good, sort of centre midfieldish, someone who's going to patrol, you know, and get the ball down. And every time he got it, he wanted to play. He was not concerned about taking people on. He was wanting to pass.
I think in the new nine side, we're going to need someone disciplined like that in the middle.
Yeah.
They're basically holding the team together.
Holding the team together. Good work, Connor. Mr. Braithwaite posts the results on the notice board. For some of the boys, it's a reason to celebrate. Sadly for Luca, he didn't make it through.
I wasn't really bothered about not doing it because I know those people who wanted it more than me.
Max is in goal. I feel a bit upset for Luca, but I felt really pleased to be in the football team.
Our school has its own stationery shop, selling essential school items like pens and rulers and bag charms. Every year, 2 lucky Year 7s get picked to run it.
Where's Ben and Luca?
Could it be these two?
Could you two please pop to student services for me, please? Do you know where that is? Yeah. Yep. Could you go to student services for me, please?
Don't worry, Luca. Ben knows where student services is, don't you, Ben?
Sorry.
Wasn't that way.
So definitely in here.
Yes, it's in this room somewhere.
Maybe it's upstairs. Maybe it isn't. Yeah, I'd say so.
Student services. It's upstairs, isn't it?
Yes, it's up the stairs and it's right just opposite the doors at the top.
Okay, thank you. I thought so.
Really?
There it is.
Hey, look at these rooms.
Yes, right next door to your form room.
You can.
You just go in.
Excuse me, do you just go in or do you not?
Yeah, you Year 7s?
Yes.
Yeah, you do, just go straight in. So you sit and wait, you turn on the desk, then we'll get you sorted out. Go on, in you go, practice it.
Go on then.
That's it, good lad.
Miss Gibbons wants to know about the shop this afternoon.
Wednesday, lunchtime, it'll be up here.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, again.
It's on a Wednesday, lunchtime.
Wednesday lunchtime. Fantastic.
There.
Does that mean you've got to go this lunchtime?
What?
She never said anything about that.
What day is it today?
It's Wednesday.
Yep.
She never said who was doing it.
What's happening?
I've got to be honest, Luca, I'm not entirely sure either.
I don't think that they got it that I meant for them to be working in the shop. Not that I just wanted to know about the shop. But yeah, so that they were supposed to work in it, not just go and tell me what day and what time it was on.
With that cleared up, it's time for the boys' first shift.
Yes, I'm Ben.
Ben.
And my friend Luca, he said he'll meet me up here.
But unfortunately for Luca, the lunch queue has held him up again.
Oh, the dinner queue. Whoa. Whoa.
When Luca eventually turns up, he wastes no time getting stuck in.
Whiteboard. You spelled whiteboard wrong.
So?
can't spell. And you spelt rubber wrong.
The school operates a cashless system. On their induction day, all the students had their fingerprints taken. So if you want to buy anything, just put your thumb on the reader and hey presto, your parents get to pay the bill. Brilliant! Unfortunately, the thumb reader is broken today.
Lily.
Lilia.
Lilia.
Bad news for Ben and Luca, they have to write out everything by hand, and it's starting to feel more like a spelling test.
L-I-L-I.
L-I-L-I-N.
Think about it then, Lilia.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you because you're whittering on in the background. Right, you right now.
Oh, okay, all right.
After working out who does what, the shop starts to do a roaring trade. It's never looked so busy.
Do you get money?
What?
No.
Is he your money?
No, we don't get paid.
I wish we did.
The boys have even got their own ideas about what to add to the range.
Chocolate. One word, chocolate.
Paninis is the short of dinner queue.
What did they call me? Did they call me Ben?
Yeah, I think so. Like everything name, isn't it?
I know, but I've been told...
Benjamin Button. You don't know who Benjamin Button is,
Not a clue.
Everyone's getting stuck into their first few weeks at school. They might not always understand what's going on, but they're generally having a ball. Unfortunately, it's not all fun and games. Sometimes unkind behaviour from other pupils can be distressing. An incident on the school bus with a Year 8 student has upset Ben, and Assistant Head Mr. Skerry is looking into it.
He was like swearing at me and telling me to move off the chair, even though it was the only chair I could find.
Right, OK. I will make sure tonight that you don't get to sit next to him, and I'll make sure that he doesn't sit next to you in the future on the bus. Is that OK, Ben?
I wasn't happy with it. I didn't want it to happen again, so I went to a teacher.
The culprit has been summoned to Mr. Skerry's office for an intense grilling, but his story doesn't quite match Ben's.
I don't, he just like said move his shirt the head off.
What?
He just like sweared as well.
He swore?
Yeah, even asked Keen.
No, I'm asking you, Dalpinder. I'm not... Kane isn't here at the moment, because as far as I'm concerned, there was no suggestion that Kane was involved, but you're now telling me Kane was there as well. So yeah, I will go and talk to Kane. I will find out from Kane his version of events. In the meantime, you're going to stay here, and Mr. Livesey's going to keep an eye on you, and you're not going anywhere.
Bullying of any sort isn't tolerated at our school, and Mr. Skerry is determined to get to the truth as quickly as possible. Over in Student Services, he's interrogating the witness.
Did at any point the Year 7 boy swear at Dalpinder? Did you hear him swear at Dalpinder?
No.
Did you hear Dalpinder swear at the Year 7 boy?
Yeah.
Right, thank you. Right.
Armed with the facts, Mr. Skerry becomes Mr. Scary.
Do you understand what will happen if Mr. Livesey hears of any other issues on the Con 101 bus that involve you?
Won't be allowed.
Good. Off you go. For Ben, it's just a case of reassurance. He's come to see us, we sort it out, someone's sworn, and quite rightly he came and said, well, they swore and I didn't like it, made me feel uncomfortable, and we feel that we've dealt with it today.
With the situation sorted, Ben's now free to get on with the more enjoyable side of school life. He's been trying everything the school has to offer, but still hasn't quite found what he's looking for. Mr. Dunn thinks that he may just have the answer, not that he's blowing his own trumpet. Oh, actually he is.
Trumpet was one of the ones that I wanted to play, and because our music teacher, he could play the trumpet, he said he would give me a lesson, so I thought it would be a good idea to see, so I just went along with it.
I've always imagined them to be a bit shiny.
They are usually shiny, Ben. Don't be fooled by that one. That's just got a certain finish on it. I went for a little fancy finish. This is the one you're going to be playing. This is my first trumpet, and I've cleaned the mouthpiece for you, so it's nice and clean. It was good news that you're interested about playing an instrument. That's right, isn't it? You were tempted between a saxophone and a trumpet.
But then my dad's also suggested a keyboard.
All right.
Because we have neighbours that are usually in, and he says
like you can put headphones in and you can turn the volume up and down.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, definitely. So there's that as well. So I just thought, you know what? Let's have a little 20-minute trumpet session, and then that gives you an idea of what the trumpet's like, and then.
Are you enjoying that cake, Ben?
Because it's like I have quite a lot of time on my hands because I don't have a hobby.
Right. Do you want to pop that in the bin, and we got a drink with you, and you can have a little drink, and then we'll make a start. Is that?
No, I haven't actually.
That's fine. Don't worry, you don't need a drink. Do you want to pop that in the bin?
All right. That's the thing. You say you can only play the guitar and you dabble on the piano, but like you can play loads of stuff.
I'm sneaky like that, Ben.
I hope Ben's managed to swallow all of his lunch, otherwise this could get a bit messy for Mr. Dunn.
Let's just see if you can make a sound. I'm just intrigued as to whether you can literally pick that instrument up and make a sound, Ben. So try it. Really? That's good, that's good. This is good signs. Try it 2 more times.
No.
OK, what might help is if you just kind of moisten the end of the mouthpiece.
Ben and Mr. Dunn spend the next 20 minutes making a variety of noises. After all, practice makes perfect.
Good. Keep going. Do some more. Good. This is good. Keep going.
It sounds like you're the boat.
Let's see now if you can just kind of go. Maybe 2 or 3 short notes on that note. Dead easy. Ben definitely had some ability there, and if he works on that, he'd be a good trumpet player.
Yeah, I think I might carry on with the trumpet. It did seem, it wasn't really hard, but it was a little bit difficult to keep a continuous sound.
There you go. That's the note we're aiming for. Did you hear where that went at the end? I think it's very key to give things a try, especially in Year 7. As you come in, you'll get lots of new experiences, and teachers will ask you to do things and try things out. And the key is to try as many as possible. And I really appreciate those students who give it a try, and if they don't like it and they say, no, sir, I didn't particularly like that, that's fine. And I say, do you know what, at least you gave it a go, and that's a good motto to have in life, definitely.
Back in the boys' tutor group, it's time for show and tell. Any guesses what Connor's going to talk about?
My prized possession is my football, which when I went to watch my first Liverpool match, the ball got kicked into the stands and I managed to catch it. And the real price of it is about £100.
Is it? Would you ever sell it? Not even if you had no money?
Nope.
No? So we're finding out a little bit more about Connor, OK? So we've just found out how passionate he is about football. That is his prized possession out of anything that he could have in the world, in his life.
Even a Lamborghini.
He hasn't got a Lamborghini, has he?
No, but if he could have it,
But he hasn't got it.
I can't drive.
Anything
though.
that he's got.
Oh, I can't
OK?
drive yet, Alex. Okay.
So that was a silly question, wasn't it, Alex?
It's a big day for the newly formed Year 7 football squad.
3, 1, 2, 3.
It's their first home match, and wearing the number 15 shirt, Connor's determined to prove himself. What a goal fest! Conyers win 10-2. Result: Connor has worked his socks off, and Mr. Ploughs is delighted.
Connor was absolutely superb. Big presence in central midfield. Very much, someone in the mould of someone like the Steven Gerrards, where he can get forward and score his goals. A little bit of luck if someone maybe comes and sees him playing really, really well. They might take him into one of our local academies for 6 weeks on a trial basis. So yeah, if he keeps going, the potential for him is quite high.
Luca.
Back at the beginning of term, Luca's mum was taking him to and from school.
Hello.
But he's managed to persuade her that he's a big boy now, and he's started to take the bus. Well, at least most of the time.
You see, the thing is, I know he's growing up, but I look at him as if he's still a baby. He's got an overprotective mum, I can't help that.
I think it's much better in secondary because my mum isn't as protective as she used to be. I'm allowed to take the dog much further places and venture off further.
So Luca and Connor have both got what they wanted and have made good friends into the bargain. Along the way, Ben's also found a new mate in Lucas.
In Conyers right now I know Ben, 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 Ben and Ben. Not including you and Harper.
Ben spent his first few months here trying out everything the school had to offer, and his search for a hobby has taken an unexpected turn.
I tried the trumpet at school and I enjoyed that, but I don't think it's what I'd like to do. I tried jiu-jitsu and they taught me how to fall over, but I didn't feel that was for me. And then I came to kickboxing, so I gave it a couple of weeks and I really enjoyed it.
Ben has finally found the perfect pastime, and he's hoping that Lucas gets a kick out of it too. It doesn't look like the best way to treat a new mate to me, but it seems that the boys are really hitting it off.
I think Ben's probably one of my best friends now. He can be quite funny, and I just like him. I just like him, really.
I think me and Lucas are doing pretty well as friends, and I think we're going to be friends in, like, future years.
When you join Year 7, you never know what's round the corner. There are so many possibilities. Despite being nervous about making friends, all of our boys have made a pretty good job of it. Who knows, the friends you make in Year 7 may just be the ones you keep for the rest of your life. Next time on Our School, Kieran and Alex's friendship is testing everyone's patience.
We talk too much? Yes, yes, yes we do.
Do you want to go wait outside?
And Delight wows her classmates.
To the sound from deep within.
Can you say anything?
No, bonjour. Haha. Yeah. Then there's another. Oh no. Yeah. Oh yeah, that song. Everyone gets a pen out and goes like that, waves them in the air, and the books, and then does that with the jumpers, waves the planner, and then does that. Miss is gonna be proud of you.